As the saying goes, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Going blind after tattooing your eyebrows blue and purple. Boy, see you on the other side. All right, so we have mother. I don't know why. Why do they say mother? Who cares if she's a mother or father? Mother going blind after tattooing her eyeballs blue and purple to copy an influencer. Before I say anything further, let me say this. I do not want her to go blind. I don't wish that on anyone. So I hope they're able to save her eyesight. Not wishing that on you, not kicking you while you're down, but I am going to cover the stupidity of this person. And hopefully this video stop the dummies out there that are thinking about following her, because she followed a dummy and this is what led to what you see going on here. So anyway, mother going blind after tattooing her eyeballs blue and purple to copy an influencer. Why do you point out that she's a mother? If a man did this, it never says father going blind after tattooing her eyeballs. Why do they say that? Because they're looking for a way for you to rescue her. So they say mother. So hopefully someone out there starts a GoFundMe page and rescues her, gives her the surgery that she needs or the treatment that she needs to save her eyesight or take care of herself. Again, you don't deserve to go blind. That I don't wish on some of the worst people on the planet. That is a debilitating disability, and I don't want that for you. But your stupidity is what brought you here. Now, we all make mistakes. Stupidity is on another level, and her stupidity is on another level. You guys seen me in other videos talk about stupidity should be a crime. There are dangerous levels of stupidity. Here's the proof. Even with all these tattoos, which, oh God, probably the whole body's tatted up. Look at the arm. The face is tatted up. You tattooed your eyes different colors. Got the nose ring, got the lip ring. All right. Ladies, a lot of guys don't like all these tattoos on a woman. Don't like the lip jewelry. Don't like the nose jewelry. Definitely don't like all the extra stuff. All said and done, as she goes from her 30s to her 40s and 50s, who's going to marry you? So I put that out there. Don't believe me, ladies? I'll see you at 50, and I can't wait to see your Dear Abby letters, or if Steve Harvey's still around hosting his show, you asking him for advice. I'm 50 and I've got tattoos all over my face, and one eye's turquoise and the other is purple, and I'm having problem finding a husband. What should I do, Steve? I'll be waiting for that show to come out. A mom of 5. Why couldn't they just say a woman? Why couldn't they just say a stupid woman or a person, a stupid person? Because we have to feel sorry for her because she's a mother, has said that she regrets not listening to her 7-year-old. Okay. I'm sorry. She regrets not listening to her 7-year-old daughter, who warned her that she could go blind if she got her eyeballs tattooed. Stop. A 7-year-old had more sense than a 32-year-old. That is a dangerous level of stupidity when a 7-year-old has more sense than you. Kudos to the 7-year-old. Law student. I know I'm not reading what I just read. Law student. No. That has to be a typo. It must have meant like loan student. It must have meant customer service professional, head fry technician at McDonald's. I know damn well it didn't say law student. Law student Anaya Peterson, 32, is now losing her sight after she chose to tattoo her eyeballs blue and purple. How did she get into the school? Let's just be honest. All right. You are involved in a trial and you are the defendant, and it's a very serious court case. God forbid, let's say it's wrongful death, manslaughter. And you can choose your lawyer just on what they look like. You can't look at the credentials, and the court's going to waive all the fees. Are you picking this lady? Seriously? Have you ever seen a lawyer look like this? Be honest. And for those of you radical, delusional idiots, she has the right to express herself and blah, 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 blah. And that's discrimination and blah, 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 blah. Seriously, what judge would take an attorney that looked like this the least bit seriously? Be honest. You've never seen a lawyer look like this. You've never seen an accountant look like this. Let's say it was medical school. It's not law school and it's medical school. Is this the person? If you could choose your doctor just based on their looks and not their credentials, is this the doctor you want doing the emergency heart surgery on you? Long-term consequences. Think of this stuff. Law student, can't believe I'm saying this, is now losing her sight because she chose to tattoo her eyeballs blue and purple. Speaking of doctors, I do want to say this. What doctor would do this? And you know what pisses me off? Maybe the doctor was not allowed to say no because it's discrimination to mutilate my body. That's the world that we live in. So it's possible, depending on what state she was in. And I'm sorry, she's not in the U.S. because it says mum. It says Australian model. Maybe she's in Australia. But depending on Australian law, the doctor might not have been allowed to tell her no. Now, if the doctor was allowed to tell her no and didn't refuse, shame on the doctor for doing this to her. You don't get a pass for your stupidity, lady, because you were a consenting adult warned by your way smarter 7-year-old not to do this. She was inspired by a blue-eyed dragon, Amber Luke. Okay, so I'm sorry. Amber Luke is the Australian mum of 5. Got her eyeballs inked blue in 2019 before going temporarily blind for 3 weeks. This lady kind of lucked out because she went temporarily blind. Now she's permanently insane. Look at her. What man finds this attractive? I'm not calling her a this. When I say this, I'm talking about the tattoos all over her body. This is absolutely disgusting. You look ridiculous. This is not a personal attack. I am only calling it like I see it. It's freaking ridiculous. You can't be a sumo wrestler and someone calls you fat and be offended when you're 494 pounds. You look ridiculous. You are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the after, look at the before. Look at the after, look at the before. Just like that commercial. Look at him, look at me. Look at him, look at me. Look at him, look at me. The most interesting man, some crap like that. She was gorgeous. Look at her now. She looks like a reptile. Now, I tell you what, you got a future, girl, in horror movies and in gothic bands and stuff like that. But, she went blind for 3 weeks and you still copied off of her. That was the warning.
Tell me something. Are you stupid or something? Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
I'm glad you didn't go blind, ma'am. Now, some people say her going blind would have been a blessing because she couldn't see how ridiculous she looks. No, I'm actually legitimately happy you didn't go blind, ma'am. I am. Anaya from Belfast, Northern Ireland, was left hospitalized following the eye alteration and is facing permanent blindness after a suspected reaction to the eyeball ink. The mum, who also has a tongue split and facial tattoos, now says she wishes she could have done things differently. Now, I sincerely believe you on that. I'm a stickler when it comes to kids. As adults, I'm cool. I don't care if you're a swinger. I don't care if you're gay, bisexual, trisexual, asexual, all the different sexuals. You pro-tattoos, anti-tattoos, pro-guns, anti-guns, whatever you are, as long as it doesn't affect other people and it does not mislead young minds. She would probably be okay with her 7-year-old getting a facial tattoo. When you are a parent, it is okay to make mistakes, but to be flat out ridiculous and have no filter, have no limitations, have no guidelines of normalcy, that's when I have an issue. I'm glad that they pointed out that you're a mother. Ladies and gents, Mother of the Year. She got her right eyeball tattooed blue in July 2020 and decided to get her left eye dyed purple December 2020. I think at 7, I'd have been scared of my mama looking like that. After months without complications, Anaya was shocked to wake up in August 2021 with swollen eyelids as though her face had been inflated with air. I do have a question. How much money is this lady making? What did she get out of this? Did she get acting jobs from this? What did she gain by this? What does her children gain? It's most likely she's just common folk, not living an extravagant lifestyle outside of the internet. Remember, outside of the internet is reality. Off of social media is reality. So in reality, she probably has bills just like the rest of us, and she's probably getting by from check to check. That is my suspicion. My spidey senses tell me that. I could be wrong. So what is she gaining from this? Because if she does go blind, she loses the ability to adequately take care of herself and her children. As the swelling continued to get worse despite taking antibiotics, Anna checked herself into the hospital A&E ward. Claims that her daughter India was never on board with the eye tattoo as she feared that her mom would go blind. I was just going to get one eye tattoo at first. I thought if I go blind, at least I've got the other eye. I should have stuck with that. So you kind of had the idea that you could go blind. You just didn't listen to wisdom. My daughter told me that I didn't want to do that. Asking what if you go blind, she wasn't on board with it at all. I don't even think, honestly, if I was her, I wouldn't have even admitted this. I would have not been stupid enough to admit this. I just would have had to chalk it up. I wouldn't have admitted my 7-year-old had more sense than me. She's got 5 kids. I'm going to take a guess. I would bet it's probably multiple fathers. Why am I saying this? Not necessarily to condemn her, but to point out a fact. She was looking for love in all the wrong places. She is looking to be accepted. She has not found herself. So she keeps reinventing herself. One eyeball, eyelashes, different color hair, multiple boyfriends, blah, 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 blah. She is trying to be accepted in all the wrong ways, but she is guiding this beautiful, brilliant daughter who told her not to do it. Eyelids started to swell. It got worse. I'm skipping around. She looked like she did 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. She went to the hospital. They gave me surgery and took samples of my eye. They wouldn't have been able to do it while I was awake. I would have been absolute nightmare. Okay. Wanted to be home watching TV, to be honest. Traumatizing to go through. The ordeal has left Anaya regretting her choice to follow in the footsteps of Amber Luke. So this was her. Baby, you were already good looking as you were. I do see down here, here's a tattoo. I imagine that she probably has some body tattoos. When you overdo it with tattoos, to me, that's a sign. You know what? I'm not going to even go in there. But the bottom line is, you were already a good looking girl. You know what I mean? And you didn't have to do this to yourself. She was told by an ophthalmologist that she is now at a very high risk of contracting glaucoma, and her eyesight is already worsening with her vision clouded by hundreds of thousands of floaters. Oh my God. So she probably can't even drive. I don't have 20/20 vision anymore. From a distance, I can't see features on faces. I'm skipping around. When I'm 60 or 70, I don't want to have to go to the eye doctor every 2 or 3 days. I agree with you. If I can go back in time, I would have done just one black eye tattoo and left it. How about if you can go back in time, you wouldn't have done either eye? This is what bothers me. Stupid is what she just said. If she could go back in time, I would have only done one eye. How about you would have done neither? The sensible answer is I would have left my eyes as they were. I tell my daughter not to care about the opinions of someone else because they're just ordinary people. Like you are partially right, but a lot of people don't care about other people. You should care about other people's opinions when they're giving you wise advice that you should follow. If a doctor, for instance, says don't do it, that's other people. Because that person's not you, you should care about their opinion. If your family is saying, baby, don't do it, you should care about their opinions. You have positive comments and negative comments, but the negative comments always overshadow the positive ones. Totally agree with you. Unfortunately, ma'am, you are out of pocket, out of order, out of reality, and you need heavy counseling. But I hope and pray that they can save your vision. It sounds highly unlikely, but I hope for you and your kids they can. And I hope that someone gets through to that delusional exterior of yours and that you make wiser decisions. All right. What do you guys think? The delusion and stupidity is real. See you next time.